Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of In the Booth, where we interview online voice actors and actresses of machinimas, fandubs, the Bridge series, or any online web series. I'm your host, JD Carr, and today our guest is iWill Shinobi, or Will. So, thank you, Will, for taking the time of your day to do this little interview.
No, thank you. I'm so glad to be a part of this. I'm extremely hype. I've always wanted to be on your show, so
Nice.
that's just
Well, first things first, why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
all right. Well, my name is William Banton. I started voice acting like back in middle school, but at the time I was using like a Rock Band mic. It was a really bad microphone.
Oh, good times.
Yeah. But originally what got me into like voice work was when I would watch other like Funimation voice actors go on panels and stuff like that, and just being able to interact with like a fan base and being able to voice your favorite character in a show, or like basically living through another world using your voice, or experiencing whatever the character's going on. I always like loved that. So that's mainly what brought me into like voice work.
All right. So, can you tell us like what was your first ever role? Like, it could be from like whether it be like I guess animation or anything, like your first ever voice role. Like, how did you get your first voice role?
Oh, my first voice role was, oh man, it was like a long time ago. I think it was a Sims project. It was a machinima, but it was like a Sims animation project thing, and they asked me if I could.
Oh yeah, those.
Yeah,
I used to watch those.
that was my first ever voice role. They asked me to voice, I believe, a prisoner and a jail, uh, a jail officer or something like that. But that was my first ever character. I didn't really know much about the series, but it was pretty cool.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so another fun question for you. So from then till now, what have been your favorite role or roles that you voiced in Games Made You Want?
Oh man, personally for me, it's not really a real role as a fan dub, but my favorite character I've ever voiced for fun was Bell Crannel from Dan Machi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had so much fun voicing him. I feel like I was like his character so much personally, so I could just hop into his character at any time and stuff like that. I also like doing like little kid roles because it's just fun messing with my voice
Yeah,
and
you
getting
just
that
get to
high.
be little.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Ooh, I have another fun question for you, Will. So, you've probably seen a lot of shows, anime, played a lot of video games and all that, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, who is your favorite voice actor or actresses? Oh, sorry. Who are your favorite voice actors and actresses? Have fun with this.
Oh
Go.
my gosh. Okay, so recently, my top favorite voice actor, I found out about him like 2 years ago, is Robbie Damon. He
Oh,
voices
Robbie.
Yeah, he voices Spider-Man in the new cartoon. I'm not really a big fan of that show, but I love him as Spider-Man. He voices Sir
Mm-hmm.
Ray, a whole bunch of different characters. He's my top favorite voice actor right now. There's Max Middleman, One Punch
Yes.
Man. Who else? Who else? Colleen Clickenbeard. Oh my gosh, how she voices Monkey D. Luffy is just astonishing. It blows my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are my top favorite voice actors. Ben Diskin, can't forget him.
Number one, number
Yeah.
two, Eugene from Hey Arnold.
Yeah. Those are my top favorite voice actors right now. I really look up to them, and they seem like real nice people too. So,
Another fun question. So, what is your favorite type of voice to do when it comes to roles, if you ever get the chance?
like tone or like
Oh, sorry. There we go. Sorry. What is your favorite tone of voice to do?
definitely my normal range or a little kid. I just love jumping to like a high note. Plus, it's extremely easy for me. But
Mm-hmm.
what I would love to do is when I like practice with my tones more, to experience a lower pitch, like a lower voice, and to hop into a character that has a lower range. So that would be
All
really
right.
neat to do.
I guess adding on to the question, is there a specific type of voice you haven't done but you would love to do in the future?
like a buff guy, like a buff giant guy. Like that would be so cool. Cuz I really can't like hop into that range yet, but I believe I'll get to that there soon, but that would be that's definitely what I'm aiming towards right now. Trying to get to my lower ranges.
Seeing as how you've been voice acting since middle school, so I'm guessing what has been like your funny bloopers or like any funny stories that happened to you when you were recording?
Oh, well, okay, so when I first started, it was not when I first started, but like a couple years after I got a Blue Yeti. And I had it on a mic stand, and when I was voicing a character that I was fighting, I was like trying to like throw punches as I'm like voice acting and trying to do I was like trying to like get into the character. So I'm like, yeah, like, you know, hopping into it. And then when I swung my fist, I hit the mic and the thing tipped down and all my equipment just slammed down and I just saw my microphone.
Ow.
Yeah, and then I picked up my mic and had this giant dent on the side. And before I started using my Blue Yeti, I remember the guy in the video was like, by the way, if you drop your Yeti in any way, you're 100% screwed and you'll have to buy a new one. The whole thing just breaks if you have like one small dent, and the whole thing was just completely messed up. So
God.
that was my...
You had to get a new one.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I was gonna say I thought you punched the wall by accident because like, your mic pulled near your wall. I was like, oh no, please tell me you didn't punch the wall by accident.
That would be insane. I'd rather that than my mic break. But it's good that it broke because now I'm XLR and moved on to it.
Yeah. So in these past couple of years, who have been your favorite people to have worked with in the online voice acting community?
There's a lot. Definitely my first one is someone that I've been working with for a long time, Chibi Girla.
She sounds familiar for some reason.
Yeah, I don't think she does much anymore on YouTube and stuff, but I used to work with her all the time. She was the first YouTuber I met. Definitely Kodiak, Snowlet VA, Omiyamoto, just all of them. Obviously Joey and Rose too. Yeah, all of them. I really thank them so much for like adding me in in their projects and stuff like that. I love working with them.
Hey, Kodiak, Joey, Rose, you're watching this, shout out to you guys. Adding on to that as well, like, who would you like to work with eventually in the future, if you ever get the chance?
I would love to be mainly in anything, but my main focus right now, I would actually, have you heard of Bang Zoom?
Oh yeah, the dubbing company, or the voice acting company.
I just found out about them. I didn't know anything about them, but they seem like a cool industry to work with. I don't know where they are or anything about them really, though.
LA, man.
Yeah. Oh, LA, really?
The majority of them in LA, or around that area.
Okay, well, them, Viz Media would be cool. Obviously, Funimation. Anything really, like being on Cartoon Network. I don't know where they are, but LA probably. But yeah.
LA. I think the only studio non-LA is just Funimation. They're based in Dallas and all that. What type of vocal warm-ups do you do before you do voice acting?
Oh, that's a good question. I like to do I'd like to try to sing. Try to go like I like to do like a little like kind of like that. Eating a green apple, grapes, a couple of grapes.
I'm betting you watched that. What is it? The Adventures in Voice Acting DVD?
Yeah.
Did you? I was like, green apple. Wait, where have I heard that before?
Also, I saw this guy on YouTube. He was a voice actor, and he was like, before you voice act, just remember to eat an apple or a grape, so you won't have like the clicks from your tongue or something. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but all right. Yeah. So basically, that's what I do to warm up my voice and stuff. And drinking lots of water and tea.
Of course. What's your recording setup like? Because I know since online VAs, we literally work with to a very limited budget. So oftentimes more than that, we have to record in our closets, or we just pad certain areas of our room. So how is your recording space?
Well, I have like this good closet. It's like a really big closet. I don't want to say it's really big, but it's like a lot of space, and I just surrounded the walls with the foam squares. I forgot what they're called, but I have about like
The foam padding?
yeah, the foam padding. I have about like
Okay.
30 squares, and I just surround them, and I place them on this cardboard box, and I opened the cardboard box, made a wall with it, and I kind of surrounded the closet with that.
My closet is sort of like, I would say it's not a big closet, but it's sort of big enough to be like a little voice or vocal booth.
Yeah, same for me.
But
Yeah,
around, it's sort of like 1.5 of those.
yeah,
And you can still walk in. It's just that you have to close the door if you want to kind of have no sound reverb. And I have like a bunch of coats and sometimes towels just hanging around. It's like, okay, just put some more stuff just to make sure there's no sound reverb like bouncing off the walls.
yep.
You probably heard this question at almost every job interview or someplace. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, 5 years. Well, I see myself finished with college. Definitely a lot more stuff on my voice acting resume. Start up my business, and to have at least 300,000 subscribers.
Yay! The YouTube dream, just at least get 6-digit subscribers.
Yeah,
Channel.
exactly.
Support me on my Patreon, guys. Well, seeing as how we're nearing the end here, so, well, do you have any tips to anyone that wants to become an online voice actor or actress, or just want to start out or want to learn to become a voice actor or actress?
Well, if anyone wants to be a voice actor, one tip would be just focus on one voice you can do that's selling, that's good, and then as you practice with that one voice, and as you voice other characters with that one voice, your range will expand, and you'll get more practice, and you'll have more variety later on. So just focus on one thing, and then later on, when you have more practice, everything will develop.
Wise words. All right, Will, I want to thank you for joining me today on this episode of In the Booth.
Awesome! In the booth!
Yeah! All right, and this concludes this episode of In the Booth. So, I am JD Carr, and I will see you guys next time. So, bye, guys.